So yeah, Ethan Ralph got arrested, baby.
Woo! Already out.
Yeah, he got bailed, and then yeah, it seems like it was a domestic disturbance at one point, and then yeah, look at
Ezekiel chapter 23 verse 20. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, whose emission was like that of horses.
Thank you, Reactbot. Thank you so much.
So Ralph's got donkey dick.
But funny enough, so
I was thinking more like whiskey dick, but all right.
He tried to sleep with a former porn star, who did blacked porn. So I guess maybe the Bible verse is kind of accurate. Anyways, but no. Apparently they got in like a violence thing, and yeah, here's the Ethan Ralph timeline, and this should be. You remember like Faces of Meth and all that? This is Faces of Alcohol Poisoning right here.
I mean, it's weird because 2016, he probably looks his best. He kind of just looks.
Yeah.
He looks a little more like come into his own. 2010, he kind of has like like acne on his cheeks or whatever. But then 2026,
and then it's just.
I mean, he looks like a juvenile anal rapist in his 60s. Like, he doesn't look... He's like 40 or something.
He looks like he's been in the prison system his entire life.
He looks like somebody who you would look at and go, oh, he looks pretty good for 65.
He's like 41 or 42.
Yeah, not so good for 42.
I have seen, like... I've seen 60 and 70-year-olds look better than this. Like, what the fuck, man? And it's literally because, like, he's never grown out of a stage of, I get drunk, I get paid. Because it's all... to be fair, that's the only success he has now, is doing what Only Use Me Blade does. And I'll have you know that Only Use Me Blade has lost his toes recently.
That motherfucker's on borrowed time as well.
It's a piece.
He's been on borrowed time for... 3.5 years now, Claw.
It's true.
Blades.
The debt collectors are out to get his ass, but he keeps avoiding them somehow.
I don't know how he gets away from them, frankly.
The fact that Blade's kidneys are still able to activate, the fact that they haven't shat the bed completely yet, is a heaven sent for him. Like
him and Ralph, their livers. Yeah. I just picture like. They just explode into a million pieces in a black void. That's kind of what the state that they're probably in.
Their liver looks more like a rock than anything else.
I'm waiting for their livers to actually expand into like. You ever see a mushroom like spit out a bunch of fungal spores? That's what I'm thinking. Their internal like biology must be like. It's just sporous liquids now.
When Ralph inevitably dies before Jim dies, buy a hat for your hat.
Yeah.
I imagine he's going to wind up like when Bender died in that one Futurama episode, and he was just like fucking squeezing out fart fat for days, and I think we can hear him talking! No, that's just his fat folds. That's just gas escaping his folds.
Oh... God, honest to God, he needs to like donate his body to science.
He's gonna become like one of those Left 4 Dead zombies or whatever that explodes into like corpse gas.
He's like a smoker, but instead of that, it's just like Maker's Mark and fucking whatever the hell he's eating in Mexico.
I wish I could still get Maker's Mark in Canada. It's such a sadness
to
think that you've gotten drunk and you haven't even had Maker's Mark. Get real.
Yeah. What a shame.
But the real shame is, it seems like he kind of trashed this porn star's like computer or whatever, among other things.
Also, God, look at his face. There, just.
Well, yeah. Scroll down real quick.
Oh yeah.
I can't.
Oh
no.
Yeah. Oh, all right. There we go.
If only you knew how bad things are, bish. If only you knew how bad things really are, bish.
Oh, man.
That's Ethan right there.
I was gonna share this here. I don't know if either of you have seen this.
Yeah.
But KiwiFarms.net has the texts he allegedly sent to that porn star woman. Which, the thing is, they're released by her, and she is now, like, retweeting him and shit, so
Yeah.
there might be a degree of attention-seeking going on here.
I would say a bit of that, a bit of they're both fucking crazy and stupid.
That could possibly yeah.
Ethan Ralph, you know, years ago, and I don't think I've ever really fully talked about this. Years ago, he was asking me to help him, like, actually kind of turn the Ralph Retort into, like, an actually not political. He was trying to, like, pivot into, like, media and shit. And he was... That was the reason I was gonna fucking write for him at one point. I was genuinely...
Weren't you writing an article about some crazy transgender?
No, I was writing an article about...
I seem to remember it was something that you would not...
I think it was Brianna Wu. I'm not even kidding. I think it was Brianna Wu.
I think it was somebody else, but okay. It was someone in that sphere, I think.
I think it was Brianna Wu covering the game. So I had the game at one point. I remember having it on one of my
Revolution 60.
Revolution 60.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was gonna do an actual, like, proper review, like, going through and trying to, like, do breakpoints, and then he, like, abandoned everything. This was before he went to jail, 2016. And then after that, he started doing Killstream, which was the smartest thing he did, which was doing the fucking Blood Sports. But every single one of those goddamn Blood Sports hosts were too stupid to understand that they had a winning concept, but they were all of them had an ego about themselves that were completely unearned, and none of them deserved.
No.
But Tonka Saw, who believed that he was actually a guy who could do, like, MMA and shit. Hilarious. And then fucking Ethan Ralph, who, you know, you bought... When these people buy into their own Kool-Aid and think that the things they were doing was about them instead of about the content, which Ethan Ralph has no personality outside of alcoholism. Tonga Saw had no personality outside of being an adult who still talks about WWE at the age of, like, 42, which, like, if we were ever those guys, if I ever became one of those guys, I would basically beg both of you to murder me.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking WWE, but when you try to be an internet tough guy while you're in your wheelchair, it's
literally
like...
pretending to be a tough guy is, like... That's a fate worse than...
No one's happy that you're in a wheelchair, man, but, like, that's the state of the situation. I don't know what to tell you, Tonka.
Yeah. And then, like... Ethan has spent the last 3.5 years living in a fucking shack in Mexico because he's avoiding child support. Dog, if that is your life, it is time to just... What do I say without getting us banned? It's time to give it up, is what I'm saying.
I mean, you know, he has videos up where he talks about how much he regrets having his 2 children.
Yeah.
And that's probably fair because I'm sure they regret having him as a father. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's like,
kinda...
it's nobody to blame but yourself. Condoms are cheap. Kids aren't.
Oh. That's true. Well, kids are free if you don't pay for them, and that's the strategy that he's decided to go with.
Yeah, it's...
Living out of his little shit shack in Mexico.
Yeah, it also makes all the internet tough guy shit that he does completely null and void, because it's like, oh, you're too much of a pussy to, you know, fucking raise either one of your kids. But instead, you'll fly out of Mexico to sleep with a former porn star, who is, and I'm gonna be real here, and I'm very generous when it comes to porn stars and everything, very mediocre looking.
Oh, she looks fine. Come on, she's like
I've seen her. I've seen her, man.
She is significantly out of Ralph's league.
Well,
come on now.
To be fair, look at him. That's not hard.
I mean, still.
Even fucking Digibro's sloppy 15th was better.
By the way, Digibro also got arrested.
I heard about
that.
Like,
around the exact same time. So what's her name that fucked both of them is just having, like, the time of her life right now.
Which, hey, to be fair to Pantsu, she dipped out of the internet and is raising her kid.
No, she looks nice.
No. I'm taking a nah on this one. I at one point, you know, Speaking of Gamergate, I said it was her fucking Mercedes Carrera in my penis, and she ended up being like a pedophile. So that's
We all know what you did with Mercedes fame. We're gonna have to put that one on your tombstone at this point.
Oh yeah.
That's-
Honestly, though, I mean, you got to start a list of the things that are going to be on my fucking tombstone of like.
He died the way he lived, sending Mercedes Carrera a dick pic. You know, just make sure that's one of your final moments. Just, hey, baby, want to see it again?
Remember me?
To be fair to me, though, I didn't know that she was doing all that shit at the time. How could I? Nobody
Well,
knew.
that's fair. I will say, Tristan, you should bring up those texts there, and Bane, you should read them.
I'll read
Make
to a
sure
certain
you
point.
read them, and make sure you read them in their entirety.
No, I'll read to a certain point.
Oh
You'll know when
boy.
I'm changing a word.
Oh my.
I swear to
Okay.
God, I will fuck you up. We can talk or not. You'll regret this, but good luck. Why, dude? Which, texting that to a porn star you slept with. Why, dude? Is hilarious. I'm coming down to take that room, and people will go to jail. I don't give a
Bum,
fuck.
bum, bum. Reminder, by the way,
No.
the
No.
final. Let me see if I can get it here. Tyler posted this before. Yeah, the final post that Ralph made before he got arrested, and he's out now. But
yeah, he's
this is a
bailed out
legendary post.
now. Yeah.
Dumb bitches will always be dumb bitches. Sad but true. And then someone just posts his fucking mugshot at him.
Oh, it's beautiful. And then, hold on, I did have let me pull up. Trying to. Oop, hold on. Accidentally pause the video for a second. Let me try to find it. Yeah, he where's this at? That didn't post. I just actually posted it in funny, but it's
You
there.
gotta cut this all out, Bane. You gotta cut it all out.
Yeah, it's staying in. So yeah, this is him like a couple of days before this, and it's him saying, "I thought I wasn't allowed in the United States, fucking lying ass haters," and then he tags Mersh, and then I'm gonna assume that first one's probably like some other guy he's pissed off with, and another guy's pissed off with. I know Mersh.
Why tag
Come on.
Mersh?
Keep in mind.
To be fair, I mean, I don't like either. To be fair, him and Mersh getting in a fight, I win no matter what because one of them loses. I don't like either of them. But also him doing this whole like gangster pose, fucking please. Ralph
Yeah,
is an
do that.
inch shorter than I am, and I am not a gangster. Thank you very much.
I gotta say, Bane, no offense, I do believe Ralph could beat you in a fight just because he's
Well,
like
probably because
crazy.
he's been in more fights.
He has
Yeah.
nothing to lose.
I feel like he would win by like
That's that
biting
desperate.
your fucking ear off or something, some wacky
Admittedly,
shit.
he would do
Like,
that. I
Yeah.
mean, look, I win in the moral fight. I'll
that's what counts.
yeah, I've never lost a fight because I've lost one fight, but hey, I've only been in one fight, so there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, yeah, no, man, and then now he's out on bail. Apparently, he's going back to Mexico, which honestly, yeah, he also claims that she was not aware he wanted to shoot porn and smash her laptop in rage. But she also didn't press charges on him for that, which by the way, would have broken his third strike. Just saying. You know, literally comes back on American soil and then within not even a whole fucking week, almost, like, gets his third strike broken. Bravo, Ralph. Real brain genius shit.
I wish he could have gotten his lights knocked out again, like when he went to
Oh.
fucking Puerto Rico or
Now
whatever.
here's the beautiful thing, right? Milwaukee. The beautiful thing about Milwaukee is you can request body cam footage of anything.
Oh, that's true. There's gonna be a Ralph body cam. That's
I'm
great.
so ready.
Because unfortunately, the Chris
Yes.
Chan body cam is going to be forever like marred by
By him.
Ralph a hooting and a hollering in the background.
Well, but see, here's
So-
the thing. We're gonna get Ralph hooting and hollering in the foreground this time.
That's right. It's true.
I'm so ready for that.
Oh yeah.
We'll be here with it first. That is one that the day it happens. if y'all aren't there, I'm doing something. I'm gonna talk
Hell
about it.
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's all I really have to say about Ralph right now. Apparently, those two have made up, but they're both very crazy people from everything I know about Ralph and everything I barely know about this lady, so makes sense that some BPD-ness on both sides is kind of bouncing around there, but we'll let that just keep cooking, and we'll touch back on Ralph when we get that body cam footage.
When two BP demons meet each other, this is the sparks they make.
Immovable, unstoppable force versus a movable object.
Yes.
What we got next, Tristan?
I hate to bring down the mood, but fucking
fuck.
rest in peace, Hot
Oh
Wheels.
yeah,
Wait, what did
ripped
that happen?
Hot Wheels.
I
A little while ago, I remember someone posting it here.
It was about a month ago,
Yeah,
like 3 weeks.
Holy shit!
the
All
late
right, well-
great Frederick Brennan.
Yeah, holy shit!
was a
It
pretty-
sucks because like he was,
He was
you know,
interesting.
not to make it all about us,
Yeah,
but he was on my short list of people who we could just kind of invite if we just felt like it.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
shame.
I mean, he was.
Yeah,
I know he was going through some shit physically over the last like couple of years. So,
most of his life. I mean, you know,
like worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
sure.
Like where it's like it was already bad and then it just kind of like expanded. You know, it's like fuck. Yeah, it's interesting because I like that was a guy I actually would have liked to talk to. Fuck.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
shame. Anyway, on with the stupid shit.